Yeah, everyone's excited to start 2026. It's been a long time coming, I think, even though off season felt like it flew by. But I think a lot of us felt like we had a lot of momentum at the end of 2025 in a great way and added some new faces this year. And we're ready to get the ball rolling and hopefully carry that momentum into 2026 and put on a really good show.
Thank you for that. We'll start with Justin. Go ahead.
Hey Jane, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, you mentioned a strong finish for you guys down the stretch last season. You bring back a big core of that team, a lot of those starters and the players that contributed a lot to that team. How important is that for you guys as you begin preseason? You have those bonds, those connections already in place as you guys get ready for the season.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think the more we can retain people and, like you said, kind of form a core, the better. Obviously, Coach Fabrice and Angela are here, and like I said last year, they have a wonderful vision for this organization. And I think last year it was about kind of coming together. It's something new. How do we fit all the puzzle pieces together? And now it's like, okay, we've got the corners and the edges of the puzzle. Now it's like the final pieces of making this a championship culture and a championship team. So I think everyone's really, really excited. It's great to see the faces coming back and people wanting to be here and having a big passion for this club. I think that's really important and it'll only help us in the long run.
And besides that, you guys have a number of new players, of some young players, four new players from college. How exciting is that for you guys to be able to sign some of those, big name college players to come in and kind of help this team out?
Young group for sure. It definitely brings the average age down, which is good for us old folk. But it's great. I think they all four of them had amazing college careers, whether they were long or short, and they've definitely made an impact on those universities. And I think adding new talent and fresh young talent is only going to help this club grow. And I think for their futures, it'll help them and really give them a good stepping stone into the pro life. And I think hopefully we will show them the ropes and they'll make a huge impact here in Houston and for years to come. Hopefully it's not just a one-off type thing. I hope that they embrace the city as much as the city's going to embrace them. And I think we all have really high hopes for them and we're really excited that they've joined us.
As you come into a new season, goals, expectations, you always want to make the playoffs, but it's interesting. Fabrice talked about making history, not just making the playoffs, but doing things this club hasn't done. You were here, the one playoff appearance that you guys had didn't go well. But what does that mean to you guys as players when you hear that, our expectations are to make history with this club now?
I think you can take that in any way you want. You can make history by winning two playoff games. You can make history by winning the Shield or winning a championship. But I also think there's plenty of little milestones that we also want to hit to get there. It's one thing to say you want to win a championship, but it's really hard and it's going to be a long road to do that. So I think the mini milestones before we achieve that is also important. There's plenty of clubs in this league who have five or six main goal scorers. We haven't really had that. And could that be something we have this year? Could we have a goal scorer that scores 10 plus goals a season? Could we have shutouts and beat a shutout record in this league? And could we have players who are Iron Women multiple? There's so many milestones and so many quote unquote points of history that we can make. And I think that that just gives us so much opportunity and something to look forward to, whether it's individually or collectively. And hopefully it gets everybody fired up. I know the group's fired up and the staff is. So I hope the fans are as well. And we're definitely trying to make history this year in more ways than one.
This last one for me, as a captain, as a leader on this team, I know you had a big second half of the season yourself as well. Just what are some goals for you and the defense this season as you look ahead?
Yeah, I think last year, I would definitely put my hand up and say I didn't exceed my expectations. I let the club down and let the fans down, and most importantly, I think I let my teammates down a bit. But I think, like you said, I thought in the second half we had a better rhythm and just a little bit more momentum as a group, and that helped me and my confidence a lot. And I think this year, I hope to be a player and a person that the team can lean on again, and just really be impactful back there. I think, at the end of the day, my job's pretty simple. It's just to keep the ball out of the back of the net. And I hope to do that and give everybody the confidence to go play and be their best self and be the best version that they can be on and off the field. And I think if we can all do that for each other, we're going to put a really good photo on the weekend. So I'm excited for this year. I feel like it's my rookie year all over again, just a little bit older, but I'm really, really excited. I'm so thankful to be here once again, and I'm happy the club has so much faith in me, and yeah, just really honored to be here and wear this crest.
Thanks, Shane.
Alrighty. Anything else for Jane here before we wrap up? Okay, we'll call it. Thanks for jumping on, everyone. We'll have this and additional items available later today.